guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, as you can tell by the title, this is the day, this is the video that we all have been waiting for. That is the day where we are going to finally be stretching my ears up to my goal size, which is 0 gauge. Oh my gosh, I can't even tell you, I can't believe the day is here. Now, I don't want to get my hopes up because I don't know if it's going to work today because my ears could very well not be ready and they could pretty much tell me to F off. I'm really hopeful that today is going to be the day where we are going to be stretching up to a 0 gauge, which from the very beginning of my stretching journey, that has always been my goal size. Now, I know that when you stretch your ears, there really is no such thing as a goal size because once you do reach your goal size, you're always wanting to go up a little bit more and then up a little bit more from there. So in the end, there really isn't a goal size for anybody, but I'm just calling it my goal size today. For today's video, I am going to be using my stretching kit that I got from Urban Body Jewelry. I started my stretching journey with this kit all the way down to from a 14 gauge, then to a 12, 10, oop, not a 2, 8, 6, 4, and 2, and now we are at the very last bag that comes in that kit. Now, if you guys have been following my stretching journey very closely, then you know that I did go and get in-between sizes from Body Art Forms. These are just the glass plugs. So right now my ears are currently at a 1 gauge, and I did these maybe 3 weeks ago, so that's kind of why I'm like jumping the gun a little bit today, but you know, we're gonna just see what happens. As always, comments will be disabled on all of my stretching videos because people think that they are the be-all end-all of ear stretching, and I'm not having those comments on my channel, okay? My ears, I'm gonna do how I want it. End of story. I did get the in-between sizes from Body Art Forms after I was at a 6 gauge because my 8 to 6 was a little bit rough, and I do really wish that I had a 7 for that kind of in-between size. People also said that going from 2 to 0 is also really hard, so I was like, okay, I think for the rest of my stretching journey, I think I am going to do all of the in-between sizes. So I got a 5 gauge, a 3 gauge, and the 1 gauge that you are seeing here. The steel stretching kit I got from Urban Body Jewelry, and the glass plugs I got from Body Art Forms. So without further ado, let's go ahead and try to stretch my ears up to a 0 gauge. I still can't believe that this is the day, today is the day. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I am so very excited. I feel like we just started my stretching journey not that long ago. Like, when did we? Okay, so I uploaded my very first ear stretch 6 months ago, so not even a year ago, and I'm already hopefully going to be at a 0 gauge. So that's a pretty good indication of how well my stretching journey has been. A lot of people told me, like, don't be surprised if it takes you more than a year to stretch up to a 0 gauge, and I was like, that sounds a little dramatic, which I know for some people that may be true. Everyone's ears are different, everyone's body is different, but for me personally, this has been like really fucking easy, honestly. It's been going great. It's been going smoothly, so I'm very excited. So in less than a year, I've reached my goal size, which I think is pretty good. I usually always waited about a month in between stretches, sometimes more, especially when I got into the really big ones like the 6 and the 2. But yeah, enough babbling. Let's go ahead and zoom you guys in and we can stretch my ears to a 0 gauge. That's how you know you're on my channel, is when you see lipstick all over my teeth. Okay, so I think I'm going to start with, I'm going to start with this ear first. So like I said, my ears are currently at a 1 gauge. And alright, so I'm going to open up the little bag here. And inside, just like with all of our other stretches that we did with Urban Body Jewelry, the 0 gauge taper right here. Oh my gosh, I remember when I first opened up this bag and I was like, wow, look how big that is. And we're finally here. That's insane. And then we also have 2 of the single flared tunnels right here with the little O-ring. So this is hopefully what we are going to be looking through by the time this video is done. Pop this one out really quick and show you guys the hole. So there is my 1 gauge hole, a lot bigger than where we started. That is That's for sure. And then the next thing that I'm gonna do is just pop a glove on, and I'm gonna take a mixture of water-based lube and a little bit of vitamin E oil and kind of massage and get the ear ready to stretch. The vitamin E oil is what I used a lot when I was in between stretches and I really wanted to massage my ears. I use vitamin E oil a ton. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of that today as well to kind of help with our stretching journey. And then I'm also gonna take some water-based lube and looby-dooby up the area. And then I'm gonna take whatever is left over and put that all over the taper. I may not need tapers today. If you guys watched my 2-gauge stretch video, you saw how easy that went. So we might not even need the tapers today, but you know, just for the hell of it, because I bought them, we're gonna use them. So I am then going to lightly push. All right, guys, there it is. We finally reached 0 gauge. Ah! So the taper is all the way through. Now I did let it sit for a couple seconds before it was all the way in because I needed a thumbnail, and it kind of got that little bit of like a stingy feeling. So I just kind of wanted it to sit there and, you know, simmer for a little bit. So guess whose camera stopped recording and didn't get myself putting the plug in, or the tunnel in? Mine. I finally got the tunnel in. As you can see right here, here is my 0 gauge ears. Oh my gosh, you guys, like, you can see through it? Here it is. Here is my goal size. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I feel like just for the sake, I almost want to like take it out and put it back in, but I don't want to irritate my ear. Well, we are hopefully going to be catching the other side on camera. So let me just put this O-ring on and we can pretty much try this again. I think that this ear is going to take a little bit longer than this ear because this ear has always been like my looser, easier side, and this one has always been my tighter side. So I'm not really sure how that ear is gonna go, but we're just gonna take it slow, and if I have to leave it at 1 gauge for a little while, then that's just what I have to do. But as per usual, I'm just gonna pop out the glass plug. Yeah, this one definitely already feels a little bit tighter, but we're still gonna try. Again, just taking some vitamin E oil. Gonna give it a little massage, get some blood flowing. It's weird because when I do this, I can feel my fingers touching. And a bunch of lube. Yep, so this one is quite a bit more stingy. Oh, there we go. So it was a little bit stingy and then it just kind of pushed right in the rest of the way. So I'm not going to try to put the tunnel on quite yet. I'm actually going to let the taper sit like this in my ear for maybe about 10 to 20 minutes max and just kind of let it do its thing. And then I will come back and try to put the tunnel in, and this time I will make sure that my camera is actually recording so we can see what happens there. So we'll see you guys in just a little bit, but as you can see, the taper went in pretty smoothly. It didn't really hurt at all. It was just that little tiny bit of stingy feeling. Do you believe assholes actually wear tapers as jewelry? What? That's so... Okay, so it's only been about 6 minutes and the taper has fallen out about 2 times now, so I think we are going to attempt to put the little tunnel in. And the reason why I'm letting it sit is because I'm out of breath. I just had to walk up and down my stairs and I'm not in the best shape, so that's exhausting. Anyway, all of the other, like stretching my ears to 0 gauge, a lot of people, regardless of how long they waited, sorry, my dog just coughed. So regardless of how long people waited to go up to a zero gauge, a lot of people just said it was beneficial to let the taper just sit in their ear for a little bit. So I really wanted to kind of take their advice, and for me personally it has worked in the past. Might have been my 6 gauge stretch. I did let the taper sit in there, and honestly, like, it was just a lot better. So it's been about 6 minutes and it keeps sliding out. So I think we are going to just attempt follow it in. Yay! Yes! Yes! And we actually got it on camera. Yay! So there is what the back of my ear looks like. Everything looks good. Okay guys, and that was the video of me stretching my ears up to a 0 gauge. Now obviously they are a little bit messy with all of like the lube and vitamin E oil. I do shower every single night. I'm actually going to be showering in a little bit here after I film this video, so I will give these a nice scrub down, make sure they're nice and clean, and then massage them before I go to sleep just to kind of calm them from the trauma that we put them through today. But just a little disclaimer is just because it only took me 6 months doesn't mean it's going to take you 6 months. It could take you 4 months, it could take you a year, it could take you a year and a half. It really kind of all depends on the person. The one thing that I will say, and the one thing that I really did for me, is I listened to my body. You will know if your ears are ready, and you will know when they're not. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Since I have comments disabled on all of my stretching videos, unfortunately you guys can't tell me what you think of it, but if you want to tell me what you think of my newly 0 gauge stretched ears, then all of my social media links are down in the description box, so you guys can easily find them, click on them, follow me, all that good stuff. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you go down and give this video a huge thumbs up. Also, if you are new to my channel and this is the first video of mine that you are seeing, make sure you go down and hit that red subscribe button. I do upload every 3 to 4 days here, and we do a bunch of different videos, so I would absolutely love to have you join the family. But as for the rest of you, I love you guys so much more than you will ever know, and I will see you very soon in my next video. I love you guys, and happy stretching. Bye!